Yes, sir. Let's get to it. Let's get in this conversation, man. How y'all doing today? Let's go. Happy New Year, AAA family. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, AAA family. Happy New Year, AAA family. Happy New Year, AAA family. How y'all feeling? God is good today. God is good today. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me good? I got some new, got my in-ears back in. It feels kind of weird. I don't know why it sounds so awful right now in my ears, but we're going to hopefully everything sounds good. Give it up, man. Give it up for yourselves. Appreciate y'all for pulling up this morning, man. I love you all. Thank you all. Happy New Year to everybody, man. I'm so happy to see y'all, man. I'm so happy to see y'all. Let's get into this conversation today. This ain't going to be a normal morning show. This not even a morning show. This is a call-in, check-in segment. I got some heavy stuff to lay on y'all today. When it comes to this stupid debate, man, and it's like, realistically, there shouldn't even be a conversation. This shouldn't even be a conversation, but it is, because you have fans who think they know football, or fans who think they actually know something, and they really don't when the facts start getting laid out. And so we're on the topic of discussion that we're just going to kill narratives today. There's a lot of narratives that I want to kill. So killing the Alabama football narratives today, that's the object, that's the goal. Let me get this back office set up real quick before we jump into this conversation. How's everybody doing today? Roll call, check in. How are y'all feeling? And we are going to open the phone lines. I have to hit the road at I'm gonna be hitting the road about 12:30, 1 o'clock today to get to T-Town. We'll be pulling up Alabama versus Florida. Alabama women's basketball tonight versus Florida. The Florida Gators' first SEC game of the season. First conference game of the season for the women's basketball squad. I can't wait, man. I'm excited. Gonna hopefully be getting some real insider stuff for y'all today. And not that one. And thank y'all for pulling up. I hope y'all like the new backdrop. We did a new graphic. We got some more stuff popping up. We don't have the new intro for y'all until the morning show, but we will have it. But get into it, man. Hey, make sure y'all run the likes up. We got 9 likes on the stream. I'm gonna need y'all to run them likes up. We're gonna have to get to 20 likes before we even have this conversation. We need to get to 20 likes. And then we got 108 total viewers between all 3 platforms that we're live on. Right now, we have 71 live on Twitter. And all my Twitter people, it's y'all. I'm using y'all, the Twitter space. You guys are the ones that motivated this. So thank y'all for giving me this motivation today. For real, we got good debate coming. Some of y'all are real soft skinned too. Don't jump on my comments and stuff and be on my threads if you soft skinned. Like, stay away. Talking about be professional. Man, professionalism. What you mean? We talking. We debating. What you want? You want me to hold your hand and be, oh, well, if you actually look at it, nah, that, man. What you mean? Shout out to the big 20 likes on the stream. Look at y'all already turning it up. Run them likes up, man. Y'all are getting the raw, uncut version of Coach Smook today. I dialed it back to close out the year because we were really going through some transitional stuff, but we have a direction that we're heading in here on the network, and I know y'all gonna love it, man. Y'all gonna love the energy behind it. And yeah, let's go get into it, man. Let's see. What's up, everybody? Jordan coming in, checking in, my guy. Davin Jones in the building. Randall Green coming in, crying. Can't even say, hey, come in crying. Go ahead and cry. Somebody get, where my tissue box? I had it. Here you go. Randall. Here you go, Randall. I'm going to put this right here for you, Randall. It's for you today, Randall. I'm going to hold it. It's going to be right here for you today, Randall. All right. Urban Essence, good morning. William Dansby, good morning. What's good, my guy? Spencer, what's good? What's good? Lawrence Ray, what's good, my brother? Smook, who version of Nick is this? What? I don't know. Oh, Nick, you said the song Howard. That was Howard, bro. That was Howard. You a bandhead. Okay, I get you. I get it. I was like, Nick. I was like, my neck or your neck? Oh, was that a pause moment? What? Was I lost by myself or was y'all lost too? Tell the truth. Come on, give me some feedback. Was we all lost? Travelpreneur Sports, what's good, my guy? How you feeling? Okay, Randall, you came back and rocked out. He said he still had faith, but nah, we passed the Milroe thing. We already spoke on that Saturday. I don't even want to talk about the young man. Milroe did what he did at University of Alabama was second to none. Great player, great young man. I think he's peaked at the college level. We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna get into that conversation too. Hey, new OC couldn't hurt. Get off of that noise. Joseph, what's good, my guy? Jordan, I see you. Doug, what's good, Doug? Hey, Doug, was you in one of the guys on Twitter I was debating with? Let's get into it today, man. I want to get, what's up, Paul? What's good, Paul? Mike Jackson. Yeah, Deborah, how you feeling this morning? We getting hype in here, seeing some new faces. I'm loving it. Tazzy, what's good? Adam, how you feeling? Yeah, I feel it. Georgia Doc hit hell, the truth be what it be. What you mean? What we talking about, Doc? How you feeling, man? I like the fact that they got the Twitter up there. I can see my Twitter comments now. Yes, this is lit. What's up, Dino? How you feeling? Yeah, man. I had to cuss out one of my uncles because he said he's man, cuss him out, Derek. You want me to cuss him out today? I got you. So y'all, we running on some new internet server, so we might have a few every now and then, but please bear with us today. We just getting, y'all know when new internet gets set up, it's like crazy. It's crazy. So I have a few lag drops, but we should be good. Let me know, are we good? Everything sound is good. Everything good, right? We should all be good right now, right? And I really do appreciate y'all for pulling up today. Today has been this morning has been a great morning. Like I said, I might be lagging. Yeah, we might hit a few lag spikes, man. But we should be straight. Let me know if we good, man. He said my uncle's lucky I didn't throw hands with. Oh man, y'all is funny, bro. Y'all is funny. Let me know. Are we lagging bad? Happy 2025 from, hey, we got a super chat. Neelio, what's good, my guy? Appreciate y'all. If y'all want to support the show just like Neelio has, we got super chats. We got multiple opportunities to support the network. We're growing, y'all. I was looking at the numbers. We had the most growth. We gained 300 and some subscribers in 28 days. 300 some subscribers in 28 days. Y'all remember we were at the beginning of December, we were on our way to 2.5. We were on our way to 2.5. We hit 2.5 we hit 2.5 December 4th or something like that. And here we are January 2nd and we're already at 2.6. So yeah, we're doing some numbers, y'all. Y'all doing great. But shout out to Neelio with the $5 super chat. He says, happy 2025, Coach Smook, from Neil and KC. Appreciate you for the $5 super chat, man, and becoming the first co-sponsor on today's stream, man. If you want to become a co-sponsor on today's stream, let me see, where is my banner? I can't find it. This is why we need a producer in the back. Want to be a co-sponsor on today's stream? 5 gifted memberships, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and the green super chats or higher will get you acknowledged as a co-sponsor on today's stream. So I appreciate you, Neelio, and I'm gonna update this banner and get everybody in there. So what we going to talk about? Where do y'all want to start? I want to start on this debate, y'all. What's good, Spencer? Everybody pulling up. I want to start on this debate, man. The whole debate about, and I'm gonna pull the graphic up. I'm gonna go to my Twitter because y'all know I got them going crazy right now on Twitter. Y'all, if y'all haven't seen it, I think, how many views is on this? I'm gonna see real quick. Let's see. Let's pull it up. So I posted this on the 1st. I posted this on New Year's, right? I said, so y'all can shut the hell up. Coach Saban went 7-6 his first year. DeBoer went 9-4. This post alone has 23.3K views. Small difference in inherited programs. This is the argument that we're going to shut down, right? Look at the caliber of players on each of those teams, though. Why not look at? And I just told this guy, I said, why not look at the caliber opponents too? We're gonna dive into all this. I'm about to really lay out some facts so we can shut down this narrative that Kalen DeBoer inherited this golden gift wrapped Alabama squad. Y'all act like Coach Saban had just won a national championship and that same roster was handed to Kalen DeBoer. And before we even get to that part of get further into that conversation, are we not remembering that Kalen DeBoer was just playing for a national championship 3 days before he got hired at the University of Alabama? Are we forgetting this? Are we forgetting this? And are we forgetting not only did he have more first season wins than any the second coach to have the most first season wins as first year head coach. He did it with a portal problem, an NIL problem. He came in with, handcuffed, couldn't even touch the portal. Guys could leave, but nobody was able to come in. He couldn't go out and talk to nobody. So we're going to get into this debate, y'all. And I'm going to break it down. And when the facts are laid out, a lot of these statements are going to look stupid. Where's the one? Or the job might be too big for DeBoer. This is one of my good ones. Or the job might be too big for DeBoer. He made a number of poor in-game decisions and misses on pre-game prep that didn't put players in position to win. He looks confused at times. Clock management is questionable. Sense of urgency is suspect. QB development went backward. Let me get a water. QB development went backwards. Did QB development go backwards? Or did QB development just peak? Because I saw, especially in the first half of the season, let's say all the way up until the Georgia game before Jalen Hurts got injured, we were talking about Heisman hopeful. We were talking about first round draft pick. A lot of you all on this Twitter right here, listen, a lot of you right here on this Twitter right here, I don't know which way I got to point. Am I pointing at the screen? Y'all let me know. Okay, I'm not. A lot of y'all on this Twitter, y'all was the ones talking about Heisman this, Heisman that, Kalen DeBoer, this, that, Kane Womack and the defense get better. We're going to be elite. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember them conversations? So, and don't start moving the goalposts. I don't want none of these other, we're talking about Coach Saban and Kalen DeBoer. We're about to dive into the conversation about the roster inheritance. And I missed the stat right here. Saban actually had 18 starters return from the 2017, right? The 2006, 2017. 18 starters returned, right? Saban also had 11 players who played for Mike Shula his last year. Saban had 11 players who played on that team that went 10-2 and had those 10 wins vacated. That team went 10-2. So that Alabama's roster was talented in 06 and 07. There was talent on the roster. There was definitely talent on the roster. And the SEC was not as top heavy as it is now. Okay? Let's put all these things in fact. And I'm gonna bring some facts to it because during this time, there was no undefeated conference teams. There were no undefeated teams in the conference. LSU was your most dominant team when Saban came into when Saban came to Alabama. We're gonna get into it, man. LSU, Florida. I can't wait. I'm just about to break it down. Let me slow down. I'm getting excited. Y'all getting me too excited. Y'all make it too easy. I'm looking at these comments again, and I'm getting excited because he said you're better than that. This guy's trying to say I'm better than that because I literally just put the number up there. The records, regardless of what they had to coach, the records stand, right? You can't compare them. You're better than that. Nick also wouldn't have tried to appease players. What does that have to do? You know why Nick had to retire? Because he didn't care to appease players. He didn't care to do this. And you think Alabama would be in a good position if he had that mentality? Do you think Alabama wins 9 games this year or even keeps a roster worthy of playing? You know how many players were going to leave regardless of if Nick Saban came back or not? Do you know how outdated our offensive system was that Coach Saban just couldn't find the right hire for? Right? Do you know how outdated the 3-4 nickel had become? And all those different coverage concepts, them combo coverage concepts, they were becoming too hard. The game was getting younger. You have to make the transitional phase of college football has to be, the curve has to be a lot shorter now because the caliber of players, because of portal, the caliber of players that you're recruiting, all of these things, these factors matter. And you're talking about early on in Coach Saban's career, he faced none of these crazy things, and you saw how it affected him the last 3 years of his career. So we're gonna get into it. And listen, not shit on coaching. And Atomic J, you all make these comments about talent. So let's get into the talent. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna go to The 2006. Let's go to 2006 Alabama roster from 2006. Where's my graphic at? Where's my graphic? I had it. Come on. Where you go? Here it is. The 2007 roster to Alabama that Coach Saban inherited. Let's get this. Let's get this. And this, I mean, you can Google, you can go to Wikipedia, and this is accurate. This is the 2007 roster. First of all, in 2006, Alabama had a number 11 ranked recruiting class. Let's start there. Top 15, top 20. That's solid. Back in that time, you're talking about still controlling in-state recruiting. Alabama, I mean, Auburn was your only competition for in-state recruiting in the early 2000s, and they were kicking our butts in the Iron Bowl. They were on a 5-year streak at this point. So let's look at his roster. John Parker Wilson, he returning. This was Nick Saban's starter. Look at the running back room. Roy Upchurch, Glenn Coffey, Terry Grant, the freshman phenom, came on. Now Terry Grant's sophomore year was his going off year. Look at the wide receiver room. We had a DJ Hall out there before he got hurt, right? Mike McCoy was out there going to work. Keith Brown. Come on, dog. I mean, and y'all know Saban didn't play a lot of these young guys, but y'all saying we didn't have talent. Marquise Mays was one of the top wide receivers in his class. Darius Hanks, another. I mean, just solid talent for this day and age. These were some top tier guys that Coach Saban was able to inherit. These are guys he inherited. Don't talk about the tight end room. You know, we didn't really start going heavy on tight ends. We had a young Preston Dow that was he started coming. What we started designing our tight end recruiting to be. But let's look at this offensive line. Look at this offensive line. I'm talking about this is the not so talented roster that Coach Saban inherited, right? This is what you all are saying. Y'all want me to believe that there was no talent on Coach Saban's roster. And you're not a real Alabama fan. You don't know any of these guys. Start here. Antoine Caldwell. Come on. Andre Smith. Talk about NFL guys. Mike Johnson. Come on, man. Chris Caps. Come on, man. Actually and part of that transition. William Vallejos, he got in as a true freshman. I remember that first year under Saban. That was talent on the roster. We had potential. Look at our defensive backs. Look at the defensive backs. Simeon Castile, one of your top DBs coming out of high school, on that roster as a senior. Corey Raymer. Javier Arenas. Y'all tripping, man. Well, no, but we didn't have talent, did we? Oh, and don't forget, we had Jonathan Lowe. Don't forget, I think Jonathan Lowe was on this roster too, right? Yeah, Jonathan Lowe. Come on, dog. But we didn't have talent. Look at the linebackers and the D-line. Nick Gentry. Keith Saunders. But we ain't have talent. Lorenzo Washington. Rest in peace, Lorenzo Washington. Josh Chapman, who, I mean, didn't play much, but we didn't have talent on the roster. That's what y'all saying. Do y'all not understand that a lot of these players on this roster are around the program right now? They're helping the transition. They believe in this Kalen DeBoer era. Justin Woodall was on his roster. Man, come on, man. But we didn't have talent. Saban didn't have no talent. Eric Anders, Rolando McClain, true freshman. Y'all already know how Rolando came in. Come on, man. DeMarcus Waldrop. Come on, dog. Y'all, I don't know. Maybe y'all just forgot. Maybe y'all just are panicking because you don't get to just be a bandwagon fan anymore, and you actually have to pay attention to what's going on at the organization and learn how to see the process, right? You know, social media probably messed it up for a lot of y'all fans because a lot of y'all would still be quiet. Oh my God. I mean, but we don't have talent. That's what y'all trying to tell me we don't have talent. We didn't have talent. Coach Saban didn't have talent. Okay, so Coach Saban inherited all this. Started, I think, 5-2. Lost the last 4 games of the season. Last 5 games, 4 games of the season. Coach Saban had 0 ranked wins that first year. And mind you, some of his ranked wins. Y'all want me to do something? Let me get the music. I gotta get the right beat, cause y'all ain't go. Let's see, where are we going with it? Let's crank this up. Now it's time to cook.
Leandre gottate giusto.
I think I'm gonna go to the red room for this one. Let's go to the red room, y'all. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. All right, I done brought the whiteboard out for y'all. Here we go. Saban, year one. Me, Lord. All right, so Saban only lost 5 starters from the previous year. This team from the previous year went 6-6, I believe. 2006, they went 6-6. They still had the vacay losses. You know, they were under the NCAA investigation. You know, we had done some bad things in 13 out of 16 sports. Some crazy junk. We got some sanctions, and so Coach Saban still inherited a roster that went 10-2. From the last year, from Schuler's, the season before Schuler got fired. They went 10-2 and had to vacate all 10 of those wins, which left their record officially at 0-2. Okay, that was 2006. 2007, Coach Saban comes in, right? Or 2005, that was. 2006, 2007, Coach Saban. All right, 18 starters returned for Coach Saban. The top teams in the conference, let's look at the conference, the talent spread in the SEC during that time. You had UD that finished 6-2 that year. LSU finished 6-2 in conference. Tennessee 6-2. Auburn, Florida, Alabama. No, Auburn and Florida also finished ahead of Alabama in 2007. Right. And let me make sure I'm reading it right. Okay, yeah, we still there. Let me get the graphic up. All of these up for y'all. I had to go and do the research, y'all, cause y'all was out here tripping. Y'all was out here tripping. I had to pull up the facts. Pull up the Carfax. Here goes the games from Alabama's season. Coach Saban's first season. Now I want y'all to look at the type of competition, the conference schedule. This is the conference games, right? That Coach Saban played the first year. And I want y'all to look at the scores. Saban had a talented team. Georgia, who was 6-2 in the conference, he loses that first game at home against Georgia by 1 score. Arkansas, who was a solid team coming into that season, Coach Saban wins a big one at home. They rank up, and look, this chart also ranks them what tier team they were. A bottom tier Arkansas team. This year, Arkansas was projected to be like SEC champions, but they come into this game as a bottom tier team. Okay, we lose to we beat Ole Miss, right? Beat Ole Miss. You come back, you beat Tennessee. You lose to LSU, close game, right? You lose to a trash Mississippi State squad who finished last in the conference that year, and you lose again to Auburn, who that completed that 6-year little run they had on us. So Coach Saban didn't come in with lack of talent and just get blown out like y'all trying to make it seem like he did. No. Coach Saban had talent, but Coach Saban also had a loss to University of Louisiana Monroe this same year, right? The same year he beat a ranked Tennessee team. The same year he lost a top tier LSU team by 1 score. The same year he lost to a top tier Georgia team by less than. So this is the narrative that there was no talent on the roster. You gotta keep it because we were in games, quality teams. Auburn a quality team. Mississippi State finished at the bottom of our conference. Mississippi State was the Oklahoma of this year. That's who Mississippi State. Shout out to the 260 people in the chat. And we got 111 on YouTube, 155 on Twitter, man. So are we still, do I gotta continue? Do we need more? Yes, I will continue. Yeah. I'm sorry, chat. I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a second. But let's look at it. Let's look at the Carfax, okay? So Saban's ranked losses to UGA, LSU, unranked loss to Mississippi State, ranked loss to Auburn, right? He beat a trash Ole Miss team, right? That was your conference, one of your one score win against a trash Ole Miss team, and a ULM unranked loss. Mind you, 18 starters returned for Coach Saban. 18 starters, a number 11 recruiting class, number 11 ranked recruiting class. I don't think that's too bad. I think that's quality talent, especially during the era when it was USC, Texas, and all those guys were kind of the top end, you know, your Michigans, your Ohio State, you know, those teams were kind of the catalyst. Florida was really coming along 2006, 2007, 2008. So, kill the narrative. We had talent. All right. We looked at the roster. I called out some names, guys who had long NFL careers. Guys who went second and third, first, second, third round, fourth, fifth. I had a lot of guys go to the NFL and have long careers off of this roster. So, kill the noise. Now, let's talk about the Kalen DeBoer situation. Let's go to Kalen DeBoer's side. Let's get into that side of things. And this is obvious. It's facts. We know this is current. Kalen DeBoer started the season. Kalen DeBoer, let me show y'all something. Kalen DeBoer started the season with 2 returning starters on offense, right? Caden Proctor, Jaden Roberts, Jalen Milroe. Who's the starting receiver that returned? Somebody tell me. Did we have a starting receiver return from last year's roster that played in that playoff game? Did we have a starting running back return? How many offensive linemen did we have to replace? How many starters left to go to the portal or to the draft? How many days did Kalen DeBoer get to recruit for Alabama? Huh? How many days was the window open for Alabama to accept transfers in after Kalen DeBoer took the job? Run the likes up. We have 40 likes. Run the likes up. Y'all really want to talk from your feelings, but you don't want to establish the facts. Kalen DeBoer had to go against NIL. He had to go against a booster club that did not know how to maneuver in this aspect of NIL competition, right? Alabama's booster, Alabama was behind. We were behind. Texas, Ole Miss, Ohio State, USC, Georgia, Tennessee, they picked it up and they started running with it from the jump. NIL, we were behind. Coach Saban was behind. This was new to him. Kalen DeBoer came in, having to rebound from all of that, being behind, and getting a team together and a full staff and pushing out a new system. Over 30 practices, 3 months worth of practices, not even 3 months worth of practices. You're talking about a month's worth of practices over 3 months. And he comes out and goes in 9-3 against a Georgia roster, who was a top 5 ranked roster, a LSU roster, who was a top 10 ranked roster. Kalen DeBoer won these games. Oklahoma, who's a top 20 ranked roster, lost to them. Vanderbilt, top 30 ranked roster. Tennessee, a top 10. Guys, we beat. Come on, man. Y'all are talking about talent. How much talent we have? Let's look at how much talent everybody else has. Yeah, is Alabama the only team with talent? Somebody, can we be real? Can't deny the facts, Carlos. Can't deny the facts, Carlos. I'm just saying. These facts are hurting them, bro. They don't understand. The facts are hurting. The facts are hurting. Let me catch up with something. I'm cooking. Am I cooking? The facts are. Did we not see a 9-3 regular season? And were we not watching a live show? Were we not live reacting, hoping and praying that the committee saw that we were looking like we were turning the corner the way we won that Auburn game, right? The committee, weren't we all like, man, we deserve. Some of you fair weather fans were talking about we deserve. You guys were complaining 2 weeks before that, saying we tried, but then you wanted us to be in the playoffs because we had a chance and we deserved it. We were the better team. So I want to know now, how is it now that Kalen DeBoer inherited so much talent? Somebody tell me what talent, because I know there was we lost our top tackler in Caleb Downs. He left. Jahai Campbell, who wasn't a starter all last season, was your second leading tackler on the team. So on defense, what returning impact players did you get back? Tim Keenan, Deontay Lawson, veteran guys. Tim Smith. You got like you had seven starters you had 7 guys with game experience, not starters, 7 guys on defense return with game experience, in-game experience. You know how many players on the Alabama roster had less than 100 snaps? 74% of Alabama's roster coming into this season had less than 100 snaps under their belt, in-game snaps under their belt. Do you know how many snaps are ran a game on average on both sides of the ball? On average, you're getting 55 plays on offense, 45, 55 on defense. No, 65 on defense. I'm sorry. 55 on offense, 65 on defense. I think the average number of plays ran in a game right now is 140 plays, 130 something plays. So you start talking about the snap counts that was actually showing up for Alabama. I think we had the lowest amount of total snaps. Snaps played by players on roster, regardless of where they played at. In-game snaps at the collegiate level, I think we had the second or third. We were second or third from the bottom, second to the last or third. I gotta go find that graphic. I just thought about that. So am I cooking? Y'all run the likes up, man. Let's get up to 50 likes. We 2 away from 50, y'all. Yeah, I had to get some water, man. I started. Ooh, come on, man. And the thing is, we look at what DeBoer came in and handled, right? He had to come in, and I'm gonna calm down a little bit because I think some of y'all are gonna get quiet now. Because just looking at the roster that Coach Saban had, y'all look at some of the names that was on that roster and that actually were sophomores that were playing for him, that actually accumulated majority of stats. Coach Saban was in a lot of those games. Coach Saban went 6-7 his first year, right? Coach Saban could have easily 6-6. No, I'm sorry. What it was? What was Coach Saban's record that first year? 7-6. 7-6. He was 7-6 the first year. Coach Saban could have easily been 8-3. Or 9-3. He could have easily been 9-3. Yeah, he lost 2 games by 1 score. 2 games by 1 score. 2 games by 1 score. So that could easily be 9-4. That could easily be 9-4. You know, the bowl game could have turned out differently, right? Coach Saban could have been 9-4. Those weren't bad games. They were inconsistencies. There was inconsistencies. You're talking about bringing in a whole new defensive scheme, right? Coach Saban brought in a whole new defensive scheme. Our defense struggled mightily that first year, especially in the secondary. Secondary was bad that first year under Coach Saban. Offense was very stagnant. We were running an old school style offense. It wasn't really anything nice. And then we went and got who was the first coordinator in 2008? I forget his name. It wasn't Nussmeier. I forget the gentleman's name. McElwain. We get McElwain. We go and get McElwain. He comes and brings in his new system. And guess where we got McElwain from, y'all? Y'all remember where we got McElwain from? It wasn't an SEC school. It wasn't a Texas. It wasn't LSU. It wasn't Ohio State. Coach went and got a system that enhanced his defensive play calling style. We lost a lot for Kalen DeBoer. Kalen DeBoer came in and really had to put glue on metal and hope it didn't fall apart before the season kicked off. Kalen DeBoer went through 2 portal periods. One where he was handcuffed, and 2 where he had to juggle just normal recruiting, high school recruiting, and go out and do portal. This staff did an immaculate job to go 9-3 in the regular season. Y'all really tripping talking about it. And then the talent argument is going out the window. Joe David Cantrell, thank you for showing up on Twitter. Coach DeBoer, aka Coach DeBoer Jr., inherited a roster that was top 3 in recruiting every year. To argue what Coach Saban inherited compared to, what do you mean? No, see, that's what I'm saying. Top 3 in recruiting every year. Coach Saban, we had a number 6 recruiting class in 2022. Jesus Christ. All you got to do is Google something. If it wasn't for Kalen DeBoer getting out and doing what, and Courtney Morgan doing what they did, we wouldn't have had a number 2 recruiting class to retain for this season. We went in and had to get other recruits. Do y'all not remember Noah Carter getting out of his NLI to get to add to this 4-star Noah Carter come into Alabama under Kalen DeBoer? Do y'all not remember we had 3 commits from the University of Alabama that committed to Coach Saban transfer? Julian Sayin, Peyton Woodyard, 5-star Julian Sayin, 4-star Peyton Woodyard. Come on, man. I can kill the bullcrap narrative about the talent. And then Coach Saban didn't come into such a widespread of talent, a talent spread in college football like it is now. Everything was top heavy in college football when Coach Saban came in. That's why it was so easy for Alabama to rebound when he became the coach. Literally just showed you how many games Coach Saban was in with his lack of talent against 6-2 UGA, 6-2 LSU. I'm talking about conference schedule now. 6-2 Tennessee. I'm talking about top tier teams in the SEC that were in talks for national championship contention. Played in all your major bowl games, because you know back then that was what it was about, getting to the major bowl games if you're not getting the natty. Auburn and Florida. He was in those games. Auburn that year. Tennessee that year. Lost to Georgia, right? Lost to LSU. Beat Tennessee, who finished ahead of us in that year. So to say that he didn't have the talent is a lie. And Coach DeBoer goes in, he goes 3-1 against ranked opponents. 3-1 against ranked opponents, right? Or was it 4-1? 3-1 against ranked opponents. And then he loses 2 to 500 teams with rosters who are ranked in the top 20 as far as talent on roster. But he's supposed to come in, and this wasn't a well-oiled machine. I just told you, Alabama lost 18 of 22 starters from the previous year, from Coach Saban's last season. So yeah, your narrative is shot down. I cooked it. I got to get the gunshot sound effect. We would have some sketchy years at Bama with him as the starter. What? We're not even talking about Milroe today. I'm killing the narrative that Coach Saban didn't inherit any talent. I could hit Marquise Mays up and ask him what the quality of talent is. If this Alabama team that played this year played against the Alabama team of 2007, how he truly feels it would turn out. Put them 18 to 23 year olds against the 18 to 23 year olds that was on his team, or 25 year olds now, because you know guys playing 6 and 7 years now. The era is different. Yes, I understand that. The two eras are different. Style of play is different. You know, the college landscape has changed totally. But to sit here and say that Coach Saban didn't inherit talent is beyond me. Beyond me. And Coach Saban didn't go against such a talent spread. The talent spread across college football is so wide right now. And then even the evaluation, I guarantee you, if the recruiting analysts and the recruiting databases that do evaluations, so much has changed about how guys are even evaluated now, how they're rated. I talk about how many stars were on that Coach Saban roster when he inherited from Mike DeBoer. Mike Shula, Coach Shula. Everybody keeps talking about that, right? But if you go back and look at it, the star ranking system has totally flipped since 2007. 2006. It started in 2002. They changed so much from 2002 2005. They almost did away with it. So how consistent are we going to go with star rankings? How much longer are we going to rely on the star ratings? How many 5 stars have we seen come in and become bust? Blake Barnett. No shade. Y'all remember Blake Barnett? We've had 5 stars come and didn't play a down and transfer since the portal period. Come on, man. Come on, man. And then the funny thing about it is, you got. I need to be working, but you have me tore up. Don't make me bust out how many 5 stars Coach Saban inherited compared to this roster. I just killed the star rating narrative. Joe, you're about to become my favorite target. Too easy. Pick him off. Thomas Thrasher. That's his fault. Many players left from the 2023 team, so they were both in the same boat. You know what? Saban inherited 18 starters. I don't care. You're in a good position when you have 18 starters. If you don't know scheme, at least you have some sense of continuity, some sense of chemistry on the field, right? Because even when you don't understand the coach's language, majority on 80% of the people, 90% of the people on the field on both sides of the ball, you're talking about having to plug in 4 new starters on either side of the ball, 2 new guys on each side of the ball, right? You can adjust to that. You should be able to talk something and get something done with that. But I guarantee you, it's a lot more harder. It's a lot more difficult. Pause. It's a lot more difficult to get. Let's say this. Let's use this scenario. Let's say we have to come together and do a project, right? Let's get a team of 10 people, and you guys do your project, and you guys do your project, right? In the middle of our project, boom, our teams, we've got this chemistry. In the middle of our project, your team leader, he's the only one that leaves, right? He the only one that leaves. So you go and you just replace him, and y'all continue your project. Let's say, for instance, all 10 of my personnel on my team, we leave and go and do something else. But this project still has to get finished, and you got to bring in 10 new people to come in and jump on this project that was already started, right? But they have no idea how it got started, what the idea or the concept was behind it. So they have to, without tearing everything apart, they have to come together with this project and say, okay, this worked. Okay, how do we stack on this to continue to keep up with that? Because they didn't really have to stop. So, and then as they're developing this project, their project is getting same ratings as some of the better projects, right, that are out there. And they're actually looking better than some of the better projects. And then sometimes they look like some of the worst projects. You know, some of the projects that's been going and just can't get over. They look like that sometimes on days of operations when we got to present that project and we don't have it all together. That's what Kalen DeBoer came into, if you think about that analogy. And nobody, I don't believe anybody has handled it as good as he handled it. Nick Saban to be included. Kirby Smart was the first to really be the closest to handling a situation like this. Mark Richt had UGA 9-10 wins. I think 9 out of 11 seasons. How many seasons was Coach Mark Richt UGA head coach? Georgia was a contender year in and year out. They would go every 3 years. They would have a down year during his tenure, but Georgia was a contender. Kirby inherited a top 10 roster at Georgia and didn't have to face portal. 2 years later, he's playing for a national championship. But we're trying to say Kalen DeBoer can't get a grace period. He can't get a year. He can't have a winning record. He can't be one game out of the playoff, the first team out from the playoffs because of an automatic bid crap. That's the only reason we missed the playoffs, because of automatic bid for the top 4 seeds. That's the only reason we missed the playoffs. Clemson's not in. If it's no automatic bid, conference champion or not, Clemson's not in. Right? That's what, if we look at it, the structure of how it played out, Kalen DeBoer could have been, we finished as the number 11 ranked team in the nation. The number 11 ranked team in the nation. Oh my God. I think I cooked. I don't even want to go anymore. Because I have more. The whiteboard is full. I can keep going. The whiteboard's full. Not only the whiteboard, the iPhone, because I was cooking last night. I was like, I'm not going to keep wasting time typing all this. I'm not going to keep wasting time typing all this. For all you keyboard warriors out there. All you fair weather keyboard warriors out there. I'm live right now. Come talk. I'm gonna open the phone line. Let's open this phone line. Let me get this thing hooked up. I'm about to open this phone line. I want to hear y'all thoughts. Tell me what you're thinking about, baby. What you thinking about? Let me get this thing hooked up, y'all. Cause y'all was pushing it yesterday. Some of y'all was pushing it with this narrative. Coach Saban didn't inherit talent, and y'all act like he went against like the top teams of the century when he did get the roster. Uh-oh. I think I had cap lock on. Okay, yeah, I had cap lock on. All right. So we about to open the phone line. Give me a second. I got to get it set up. Like I said, we running off a new internet, so it's running kind of crazy right now. Whoa. Are we good? Let me see. We're going to see. Let me know, y'all. Let me see. We're going to try to make this thing work. Get straight. Get straight. I love this live show. If y'all liking the show, man, put some fire emojis in the chat. Whether you agree with me or not, y'all can't lie. It's a good debate. I'm making a good case, right? They were. With Doug. They were, which is my point. My point exactly. Doug, we played LSU and lost by 1 score with this roster that everybody said didn't have any talent. We didn't get to see Florida that year. We lost by 3 points to Georgia, who was a talented roster in 2007. By 3 points. At home. We lost at home to Georgia. We beat Arkansas, who was a struggling team. That ended that season. They were bad. We only beat them by 3 points. We only beat Vandy by 14 the first conference game of the year. And if you go watch that game, it was a struggle win. But we handled Mississippi, not Mississippi, Ole Miss. We handled Ole Miss in a tough game on the road. Come on, man. Lose by 1 score to Auburn. Mississippi State, we get beat by them. Come on, man. Blew out Tennessee, who ended up finishing better than us. So I'm gonna open the phone lines. 334-625-1121. Let me get the banner up for y'all. 334-625-1121. 334-625-1121. I'm gonna get y'all on the line. Coach Smook calling show. Let me get out the red room. It be violent in the red room, y'all. Can't keep being violent to y'all. Let me get out of this red room. 1 second, y'all. I had to find the portal button so I get up out of here. And we got our first call on the line. Y'all already know who it is. I hope I get to him. It's not.
Call from Zach Willie. To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You on the line. You in the game. Talk to me, my boy. Let me turn this music off. Can you hear me, Zach?
Good morning, mate.
Can you hear me, Zach?
I can hear you.
All right, chat. Can y'all hear Zach? Because I did forget that I changed some wiring over here. Can y'all hear Zach, chat? And if you calling in, make sure you hold. We got Zach on the line. Give me 2 seconds. Let me make sure we got everything routed up right. Let me make sure we good routing.
Okay.
I think we good. Let me check the comments. Make sure we can hear Zach. Zach in the chat. Yeah, okay, they hear you. All right, bet. All right, we got Zach online. Zach, talk to me, man. The debate, man. The the narrative is out that there is Coach Kalen DeBoer inherited this gift wrap golden roster that he should have ran the table with. It was a well-oiled machine. That was what was said by some of the people, some of the fan base. So tell me, Zach, what you think, man?
Yeah, could we have won a national championship this year? Yes. But I'm going to say this. Also, a lot of the with NIL and pay for play and whatever you want to call it, it has brought a entitled mindset inside the locker room for a lot of players. I'm not saying all players, but for a lot. So, you know, 1 week they'll play, the next week they're there, they show up, they do enough to make plays, and you know, but they don't give it their all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, so we see this inconsistency in their play, you know, and it's just, I don't like it, but you know, it is what it is. You know, that's what we brought with pay for play. You know, that's what we brought to college football. You're going to have teams that aren't going to be consistent because they have that entitled mindset, or they're not getting paid what they think they should be paid.
Right.
This and that. And so Nick Saban was successful before NIL because he was able to get players to buy into the process. You know,
not just that though. Players, not just that though, man. Not just that though, Zach. Players had no choice. Once they committed, they really had no choice unless they wanted to lose a year. You get what I'm saying? Unless they wanted to basically just say, all right, I don't like it here, so I'm gonna hit transfer to this school. Because there was no transfer portal. You actually had to get approval to get out of classes. You had to have a certain GPA. Like, a lot of things were different for players to even move around. So it was like Coach Saban was assisted by the NCAA when guys committed to him. So convince a good guy to come, whether he pans out or not. 9 times out of 10, he can't go anywhere. He has to sit there 2 to 3 years before he actually gets out there on the field, no matter how he felt.
Right. And, you know, and we was lucky enough to have players, well, I'm not going to say lucky enough to have players to buy in. We had enough players pan out for us to be a dynasty, you know, and so.
Hey, so Zach, you want me to tell you how that started? It wasn't just Saban. Saban came on and continued to develop talent, right? That's what I don't want to take away that. I'm not taking away anything that Coach Saban did in year 1. I think he did. When you go and really look at how the season played out, a flip of a coin, a lot of those games go a different way. I just showed y'all the scores in a lot of those games against ranked SEC opponents. 1 score losses in these games, and then you had 1 blowout win where we killed Tennessee at home, 41-17. But the rest of these losses, they weren't bad losses against quality teams. You talk about a 1-score win against a talented Arkansas team that just couldn't get it together. You talk about a 1-score loss to a Georgia team who ended up being the top team in the SEC that year. You talk about a 1-score win over an Ole Miss team that wasn't very good, but then you go out and you beat a Tennessee team in the conference that was pretty good. You go and beat you go and lose by 1 score to LSU, who was one of the top teams in the country. Not just the SEC, but then you turn around, you lose to a trash Mississippi State, who was at the bottom of our conference, and then you lose to Auburn, your rival, your in-state rival, your first year, by 1 point. And all these games are 1-score games this year. One-score games. Show me a blowout in the season where Kalen DeBoer, where it looks just as bad, as Coach Saban's ULM. Our Oklahoma loss is a Oklahoma team, regardless of what they had out there as far as players and what you say. It's Oklahoma, a Power 5 program that's a SEC team that showed up and defended their field. We didn't lose to an unranked University, Louisiana Monroe. We didn't lose to who did we play? Mercer. We didn't lose to Mercer this season under Coach Kalen DeBoer.
No. I mean, and really, if you look at it, if we had a couple bounces in the Vandy game go our way, or a couple other bounces in the Tennessee go our way, our only true loss this year would have been Oklahoma. Even in the Oklahoma game,
a few catches, and we're in a different game. If we make a few receptions and we don't get a freaking, and even with the drops early in the game, that score when Ryan Williams scored that touchdown, and they called it back talking about an illegal formation. That was a moment our defense came out and made 3 straight stops up until that point, man. Offense was moving the ball. We finally break the seal, and it gets taken away from us. That's a flip of a coin. That's not coaching. That's not that. Come on, man. And you're talking about against a team that was missing how many starters on offense? Talent is everywhere now. You talk about how much talent we have on roster. Look at what our talent did. Look at what the veteran talent from Coach Saban's roster did. How much they impacted our roster. And when I say impact can be positive or negative, Zach. This year, Kendrick Law, Tyler Booker, who else? Jaden Roberts. I mean, veteran guys. I'm talking about key moment plays. Who got Malachi Moore? Who else? I mean, just Deontay Lawson, Jahad Campbell, Q-Rob early in the season. I mean, Big Tim Smith, 3rd and 17, roughing the passer for no reason. Celebration penalties. Kendrick Law, face masking as an offense. Come on, y'all. This is not Kalen DeBoer's recruits. These are Coach Saban recruits. That Kalen DeBoer was gifted. He was gifted these players. Kelvin Brown want to talk about the quarterback debate. I got another lie for the quarterback debate because I'm gonna shut that stupid crap down too. Y'all gonna. I love when I settle down and I put the facts on the table. Zach, go ahead, man. Give us some closing statements, closing remarks, and then I'm gonna open this phone line back up, man.
All right. I'm gonna say this final statement. This next year, Kalen DeBoer's recruits will bring Bama back to what they was before NIL with Nick Saban.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that. And so, Roll Tide, Coach Smook, Roll Tide, my AAA family, love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Already, Zach, Roll Tide, my boy. All right, so check this out. Dang, where my beat at? There you go. That ain't it either. Why they playing the wrong beat? There it is. All right, so kind of looking at Twitter and then looking at y'all comments too. Phone line is open again, 334-625-1121. 334-625-1121. The phone line is open. Looking at the comments, I seen one. What did he say? Dino said, Smook, now you even said OU was trash before the game. I did. I still believe they're trash. But that don't mean they don't have talent on the team. The way they were playing was trash. They had a lot of talent on the team. Hawkins, their quarterback, their 4th, 5th receiver, those guys, young guys, didn't have experience, but they were talented. How they were playing with trash, yes. Where's the lie? And they held down their home field. So where's the lie? Did they not play trash in a lot of games this year? Come on. E. Finn, Your Bama fan card must go. How about that? They didn't have any walk-ons playing in that game, Kelvin. They had scholarship guys on the field. Just because they didn't have snaps doesn't mean it wasn't a quality game. And the game plan didn't even, the receivers wasn't what killed us. Missed tackles. Lack of execution on the offense. The defense ended up getting it together. Kane Womack made great adjustments. You beat us on one pass play, one-on-one. Bad technique by the DB. Xavier Brown, the one time he gets beat in the game, he gets caught with a bad technique. Not turning his head to find the ball. That's it. That's the difference in that game as far as the defense not being able to make adjustments. But offensively, we just did not execute. 4 out of his first 6 passes were dropped. Not incomplete, but dropped. 4 out of your first 6 passes. 334-625-1121. I'm ready. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Ooh, Purple Orca. Appreciate you for I don't think people want to give us that credit, man. I don't think people want to give us that credit. And guess what? LSU was one of the teams that we actually handled in Baton Rouge. Talk to me. Josh. Yo. Oh man. Oh man. Defend. And if Saban would have still been here trying to do that same thing, we would have seen guys opting out week 1, week 2, week 3, opting out the season to hit the portal. You do not understand how many players who played under Saban, if they had the opportunity to leave, I don't think y'all get that. The NCAA really helped Saban's way of winning. It got you to sign and it trapped you in. You were committed there for a minimum of 3 years. A minimum of 2 years. And then you had to lose a year and you really only had 1 year on the field unless you found a way to get a red shirt. Let's remember that. You don't get to get that year back after you transfer. You lose that year of eligibility. You lose that year of eligibility. And you only had 1 true year to play. For real. So you were trapped. You had to stick around and wait for your chance. You had to always be ready because if the guy went down in front of you, that was your chance. That was your chance. So that's the type of culture he bred. And now that culture would not have success, guys. It would not have success. I don't care what you say. We see competitors that left. We saw how many people's left and players left and went to the portal when he retired. If it was based off competition and just being a dog, it don't matter who's coaching you. It doesn't matter who coaching you. Y'all tripping. Tim says DeBoer is one of the few coaches with a record comparable to Saban, percentage-wise and championship-wise. Saban, 0.806. DeBoer, 0.875. DeBoer has a 500 bowl record, so that needs to improve. Yeah, that's one thing, and you got to think DeBoer's bowl record is with the playoffs included, right? With the playoffs included, so he has the extra game. The national championship game is 1 loss, right? You got this game against Michigan, which is a loss, and I think, no, he won his bowl game at Fresno, his second year at Fresno. He won both bowl games at Washington. He won the first bowl game, first year at Washington. He won the second bowl game against Texas, right? That's playoff game, and then he lost to Michigan. So it's 2-2 right now. As in bowl games at the Power 5 level, let's say Power 5. Let's play the FBS level, right? NAIA, we're not gonna really factor that in. Well, we have to now. I mean, he got 5 national championships at the NAIA level, right? 4. How many national championships at the NAIA level? Was it 4? So this is a good stat. I'm gonna start that comment. Good comment, Tim. 334-625-1121. Let me hear your thoughts, man. I can go out there about this. This is an OC and QB problem. How? I can have that debate now. Since you want to bring it up. How? I watched Joe Gaither post every Bama pass play against Michigan. and the vertical concepts that Kalen DeBoer, that we were all so excited about seeing ran at Alabama. In this game against Michigan, you could tell that there was a lot of distrust from the quarterback because there was a lot of open receivers. It was a lot of early checkdowns. And if you go look at how Michael Penix ran his offense under Coach Kalen DeBoer, the vertical pass game was not utilized heavy. It was ran, but everything was usually, 7 and under for most part. And then your intermediate pass game was the middle of the field. He trusted the concept. Jalen Milroe early in the season trusted the concept. His completion percentage across the middle of the field through the first 4 games at the intermediate level, not across the middle of the field, but at the intermediate level, was the highest in college football. 84% completion percentage. At that point in time, I think he was 18 of 24 or 18 of 21, something like that. And the intermediate pass game. So I don't think it's an OC QB problem. I think we have a QB that has peaked. I think that's an issue, and that's not going to be an issue anymore. But you're also talking about bringing a whole new system with players who were running a totally different system last year. I don't like talking facts because I don't think people really listen to facts. It's not entertaining to talk about facts, is it, chat? Let me know. At the end of the day, Milroe made UA billions. Great ambassador. The money people got him. If they wanted him out or not playing, he would have been. Money talk, bullshit, walk, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Deborah. My sister came in. You know what? Deborah be talking that hot stuff, boy. Y'all better watch out. Deborah kind of feisty. I better be careful. Deborah, hey, don't be playing around with Deborah. After seeing what I saw the other day, I don't really know how to comment to the play. I'm still in the processing mode. I don't like how Jalen Milroe played the other day. I'm not blaming that loss on him either. I'm not blaming the whole loss on him. We had a lot of lazy plays made. It was a few times, man, and a lot of people won't do this on live. I will. Ryan Williams, when I think it was a Jam Miller run, or it might have been, no, it was a Jalen Milroe scramble. Third and 7, I believe. Ryan Williams could have easily just committed to at least creating some type of block. Kind of like what in this game, we missed Kendrick Law blocking downfield. We missed Kobe Prentice blocking downfield. We missed Caleb Odom blocking downfield. Because Ryan Williams all season has had trouble blocking. I told you he would at some point, the freshman in him would show up. The 17-year-old, inexperienced, uber talented guy would show up, and it's not his fault. It's part of the game. It's part of his development. But there were key moments, and I guarantee you the dog in him will go and look back at that film. He could have made a block on that corner, and Jalen Milroe streaking up the sideline with his safety to beat. That's momentum. As much as we hate the fact that Jalen Milroe was running how he wasn't handing the ball off, there were opportunities there to even capitalize on it. But also, like I said, the run blocking wasn't efficient in the first half. Second half, we go to it. Anytime I got 2 safeties walking within 9 yards of the line of scrimmage, I don't care how good my run game is working, I have to pass the ball. I have to. You got anywhere from 9 guys, 7 to 9 guys within 9 yards of the line of scrimmage. And there were players open. There were easy. They were walking up. They were walking 6 to the line of scrimmage, dropping 8. And the check downs are there. Anytime as a quarterback, anytime I see drop 8, I'm checking down to the running back quick. Especially if my offensive line is struggling or it's being inconsistent, I'm running to my check downs quick. My shorts, my quick checks, the blitzes. There were a few times where Jalen Milroe stared down a blitzer, a free blitzer that he had to know that was coming. He had to know. There was a few times he stared it down, and he just, it was like he was kind of trying to do bait moves and instead of being decisive, right? So I don't think that's an OC problem. I saw plenty of opportunities for plays to be made, throws to be made, and catches to be had. Kareem, that's what I try to do, brother. Oh yeah, and when do we want to forget about the average field position that they got to start in because of lack of execution, not play calling, but lack of execution. and the rain. Because when they tried to dive on that ball, the ball was on the ground, y'all. Nobody tapped that ball. That ball shot like 5 feet in the air. It was like a soap ball. And I was laughing. That's the one I laughed at. That's the turnover I couldn't even be mad at. And our defense still held them to 3 after that. So when we had opportunities, we just didn't execute. I don't think that's an OC problem. I think that's an execution. I think that's a player problem. I think we had a quarterback problem this game. A few games this season. That's not a lie. Inconsistency. Jalen Milroe's biggest downfall for me was him being inconsistent. It wasn't that he couldn't make the throws. It wasn't that he couldn't see the defense. Because the touchdown pass that he threw, he used his eyes to move the safety. That vertical crossing concept that had the drags cross the safety and put your number 2 receiver with the number 1 defender, forcing him into conflict to make a decision. Is he passing it off? Is he still got flat responsibility, or is he going with this flow? Safety catches the eye of the number 1 crosser. Corner gets stuck with the number 3 receiver releasing, outside release. Number 1. The design was beautiful. It only worked. Because of how Jalen Milroe used his eyes. That's the only reason it worked. If he just runs the play, right? If he just runs the play and just picks a guy and stares him down, it doesn't work. But anytime you run the play and you execute it like it's supposed to be executed, it's successful. So I can't blame my coordinator. I like the play calling. I had a guy sitting at the bar, and solid guy. He said he played at the University of Alabama. I forget his name. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to throw shade right now. I know my tone kind of sound aggressive, but and he said he played at the University of Alabama. And he was like, run the ball. I literally the scoring play. If you look at the alignment, the free safety or the safety on the strong side of the strong safety. Let's call it strong safety. They played too high, but they were both like 10 yards. 9. I think one was at 8 and the other one was at 10 within the line of scrimmage. Right? We had just ran the ball twice, made some good some positive gains, right, to get a first down. I think this was the second. It was second and whatever, and they ran that play. The safety is out of position. He can't recover because of how close he is to the line of scrimmage, and now he's really in conflict. His field of view, he has to react a lot quicker. And what comes into his field of view first is that crosser in front of him, and he has to jump it because to him it looks like it's wide open. He can't even account for how much space is behind him that he has to cover. That's what that concept was, and it only worked because of Milroe's eyes. And then you know what happened? The last play of the game where Milroe could have tied the game up or one scored, converted and had a chance to score. This guy got 4 fingers for real. If you look at the play, and I want to say it was one of the plays. It wasn't the last play, but we ran a crossing concept. Right here, we had trips, and we had tight end, we had the slot. And we ran the crossing concept, and we ran a switch release concept on the outside. Had a crossing concept here, and we had a switch release concept on the outside. If Jalen Milroe follows the crosser and looks up on the next level, right? His switch release concept that's crossing over top of this mesh on the low level, if he looks up, the safety dives down on the crosser. There's no help. The safety dive down on the crosser. You got a wide receiver, you throw him right where the safety left from, Jalen. So it's not play calling for me. The Jeremy Bernard play, everybody's seen that wide open. It's not play calling for me. It's the inconsistent play of that quarterback. So get off of Nick Sheridan. Get off of him. That narrative is dead. It's dead. It's dead. Every team that heavily pressured Milroe seems like it was all non-ranked teams won. Milroe did not handle pressure well. He also threw 2 receivers out of bounds on Tuesday. At least 2 were TDs. The one to, I want to say the one to Jeremy Bernard, Ryan Williams. Yeah, Ryan Williams should have had one too. And y'all got to understand, that footing was bad. That one when he underthrew it, they had bad footing. He could not drive through them throws. And to me, I blamed him because I just thought he was late on the pass, man. The corner had already sat on the hitch. Jeremy Bernard made the right read. He sits, and the corner is he sits on the little quick hitch. When the corner set, if Jalen Milroe lets that ball go, even with that same type of velocity, if he lets it go after the corner sit, because he has an out route, you don't have to wait for your receiver to turn his head. He's turning his head. The ball is already in the air. You catch it. You give yourself a chance to get upfield. So it's not the play call. Once again, I like the run balance. And people are like, why we didn't run it in that last drive? We're running a 2-minute drill, guys. We're running a 2-minute drill. Defense has been playing solid the whole game. We're running a 2-minute drill. We need to score. We need to score and put the pressure on their struggling offense, right? To try and come back and win the game. We need to score. We don't want to have the ball last, right? We don't want a chance. So you just scored on big play. Your score of the game came off a big pass play. Your quarterback finally looked like he was seeing the field the last drive. He's making plays with his legs. O-line blocked pretty good that last drive, y'all. I'm just saying. The Mbakwe throw, number 6. And that's the one. You're right. One of those throws was on Mbakwe, though. Yeah, the one to the sideline. And that's just a lack of chemistry there, man. That's just lack of chemistry. Yo, time out. What time is it? My boy Zach coming through with the crazy $49.99 super chat. Zach. Boy, popping the new year off crazy like that. That's what we doing, Zach. Oh man, y'all know what time it is. We gotta turn up one time. My boy Zach said he about to crank it up for the AAA, y'all. He said he about to crank it up. Watch he crank it up. Oh, watch he crank it up. Go. Adia. Oh. Watch us crank it up. Go, Zach. Go, Zach. Go, Zach. Go, Zach. Go, Zach. Go. Shout out to the co-sponsors on the stream, man. We got Neilio and Zach popping in with the super chats, man. Zach, I appreciate you. He said, roll tide, coach. We're going to be okay. I do believe that. My sentiments exactly. Zach, shout out Zach. Hashtag ZW in the chat, man. Hashtag ZW in the chat. Everybody right now, hashtag ZW. That's all I want to see in the chat for the next 30 seconds. Hashtag ZW in the chat, man. And the phone line is still open. I'm going to give y'all about 20 more minutes on the phone line, y'all. I'll give y'all about 20 more minutes. I want to do a 2-hour segment before I hit the road. Like I said, tonight we'll be on site enjoying the Alabama versus Florida matchup. If you all haven't seen it, man, let me pull it up. If you all haven't seen it, you're missing out. Eris Lester, true freshman guard for Alabama. The dunker. We did an interview, had a little conversation. I don't want to say interview. We had a good conversation the other day, pre-recorded. We didn't do it live. And it was a very good conversation. The young lady is smart, very, very, very driven, very bright, and really on the court is the dog. She's the future of Alabama basketball. I'm not playing, y'all. She is the future of Alabama basketball, women's basketball. The next big thing, man. The next big thing. And I'm telling you, y'all know I love football, but basketball is my first love. Basketball is my first love. So shout out to Eris Lester for coming through on the Coach Smooth Network, gracing us with her parents. She said she's gonna be checking in with us all season, y'all. We've been blessed to be able to make some quality connections and build some solid network relationships. But shout out, hashtag ZW in the chat. That's all I want to see. See, folks don't listen. They still don't listen. Hashtag ZW in the chat, man. Hashtag ZW in the chat. With our 23 chat rate right now. 23 of y'all was chatting. Hashtag ZW in the chat, man. Give my boy his flowers. 100% they were. CJ Dupree too. Jam Miller too. Tyler Booker too. Jalen Milroe looked frustrated too. You know what? He was really in his head though. The last few weeks of the season, Jalen Milroe was really in his head. It's time for him to transition past the college game, y'all. I'm sorry. I think he'll continue to grow if he goes to the NFL. I don't think he can grow at the college level anymore. I think he's peaked at the collegiate level. There were multiple players that had that happen to him, man. Multiple quarterbacks that have that happen. It's not uncommon to peak at the college level as a quarterback. It's not uncommon. It's you got more quarterbacks like Geno Smith who went to the NFL and ended up being developed. Russell Wilson ended up going to the NFL being developed. Who else? Who else I can talk about right now? Jordan Love. Come on now. I'm just saying. But shout out to the little sister, Baby E. Baby E. Let me get the right layout out so we can have the shout out to Hoops with Smook, man. That's our new segment, our hoop segment here on the channel, man. We're gonna be, y'all see the new logo, that boy fire. Tell the truth. Stop playing, man. Tell the truth. That boy fire. Shout out to my graphics design manager, Thad. Chasing the bass. Thad the graphs. Let's go, man. Look at it though. Eris Lester, man. 5'11" guard. That girl is a dog, man. A dog. Is she 5'11"? Or am I tripping? I think she did say she was 5'11" or 5'7". I can't remember. Jalen Hurts. Exactly, Dino. He got to. Go to USC for what? To get on there Lincoln Riley and continue to help people expose Lincoln Riley for QB development. He ain't never developed a QB. He knows how to design offenses around him. But he ain't never developed no QB. Come on now, stop it. Defend. What? Phone line still open. 334-625-1121. I'm gonna leave it alone, y'all. I think I made enough cases today. I think I killed enough narratives today. If we killed enough narratives today, man, run some fire emojis up in the chat. Let me see how many likes we had. We had 611 likes on YouTube. Got 103 in the chat. Can we get our likes up to 100 on YouTube? Can we get the likes up to 100 on YouTube, everybody? Can we get the likes up to 100? Oh, we have 70 likes, 71 viewers right now. I must be lagging real bad. Is the stream lagging real bad? Come on, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat for pulling up. I see the dancing emojis now. I must have been lagging really bad. Oh yeah, mad overrated. Mad overrated, Josh. Let's be honest. We've been very undeveloped under Wiggins at wide receiver. I saw some much change from this wide receiver core this year. The Wiggins prospects were the Wiggins recruits were the ones dropping the passes. Ryan Williams as a true freshman, but everybody else, CJ Dupree, Josh Cuevas, Jeremy Bernard. Who else? Cole Adams. He wasn't a Wiggins recruit, really. He was. I'll give Wiggins. But he didn't develop him. Cole Adams was a freshman that benefited from being developed by Jamarcus Shepard. Rico Scott comes in, makes big plays with his hands, right? Who else? Caleb Odom early in the season got some opportunities, made some plays. All these young guys that weren't Wiggins. Come on, man. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. Let's be real about the situation when we talk this football talk. That's all I want. That's all I want. When we start talking about Bama football, let's be realistic. I killed the narrative. I don't care what y'all say on Twitter. I killed all this bullcrap narrative about talent on roster. I wish we can we get enough people to tweet at Marquise Mays? I would like to hear his thoughts on his first year, the roster he played on, his first year versus this 2024 roster. As far as talent, quality of depth, the speed on the roster, because Marquise Mays was a slick burner. DJ Hall was a dog. Come on. Earl Alexander, who ended up having to switch to wide receiver, was a dog, was a jump ball G. You know what I'm saying? They had some dogs. I mean, Glenn Coffey was there. Come on. I'm just saying, guys. You might want to just find some facts before you start whining. Guys want to get rid of the OC. Who we gonna go get? Who we gonna go get? Who you want to go get? Y'all want to go get Steve Sarkisian like the buddy told me at the bar? Y'all think we're gonna go get Steve Sarkisian to stop doing what he doing at Texas and become the OC at Bama because it's Alabama? Oh man. I'm just asking, y'all. I just want to know. So glad to see we are moving on from football and showing love to basketball. 100%, Jarvis. You got to understand, man. Coach Smook be putting in work. Why everybody out here mad because I got opinions on their content and stuff. When I'm off this screen, I'm talking to the people that matter. That's why I can laugh at some of the bull crap that's being put out. I got tagged on a video on the old channel I used to work with. I got tagged in it. Like somebody added my YouTube channel. And I can't comment on it because I'm blocked, but I looked at the comments in the chat, but then I actually went back and for the first time in probably like 3 or 4 months, I actually watched like more than 30 seconds of what was being said, right? And the stuff the media propaganda that's being pushed out, I kind of worry about people that come at me about my thoughts and how I support the team. They talk about having Bama goggles, but we just went 9-3 in the first year under a new head coach. Alabama came in and went 3-1 against ranked opponents this season. We lost 2 games. We got one unranked loss to Oklahoma, right? And mind y'all, let's not forget, did or did not Oklahoma come in preseason ranked? Wasn't the only thing really hurting Oklahoma leading up to the game against us injuries? Guys that they had to play against us were guys that had been put in hostile situations that didn't work out and pan out early in the season. You don't think people get better with experience? That's what we said about our team. They said get rid of the OC. Why? Because Milroe made 2 bad reads against Oklahoma that caused them to have 2 pick sixes. But he also set it up to have Milroe a whole touchdown callback. 2 scores callback against Tennessee. I don't think it's an OC problem. I don't think there's really a problem. I think we're going to have this staff comes into an off season. Now they have a base. They have a base to go from. And if 9-3 is the base, shut the up. You crying Bama fans. 9-3. Pierre Brian Burner, you love to say, oh, that's mediocre. You know how many other teams in the SEC would love to be in our position? Ole Miss, South Carolina, they're 9-3. Those are quality teams. LSU, a team that was supposed to be ranked ahead of us. We outlasted them. We beat Georgia, who's in the playoffs right now. Pierre Brian Burner, that's my buddy too. I don't think y'all realize me and Pierre Brian Burner, we probably best friends in real life. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Because and me and Way Offside Cotton too been killing y'all too. Shout out to Way Offside Cotton over there doing this thing. I don't rock with the rest of the Offside crew for the most part, but Cotton, that's my boy. I rock with Cotton. Chris cool too. I think me and Chris might be cool. Me and Chris, I don't know. I got to go check my inbox because some of them said one of them Way Offside fellas said something slick and I still want to see him. We got to do our live together because I want to see him. I want to talk face to face in the camera. Yeah. What's a joke? About who we beat. It's who we beat. It's who we lost to. It's not about who we beat. It's who we lost to. So who did we lose to, Thomas? Call the phone line, 334-625-1121. Thomas, call the phone line. I don't want to see no more typing. Because if you say the loss to Vanderbilt was bad, okay. Look at Vanderbilt's roster. Vanderbilt has a top 20 recruiting class right now, y'all. If y'all can't get past the fact that college football has changed because of NIL portal, don't think Vanderbilt don't have no NIL support. They're in one of the richest states. Man, why you think Tennessee moving like they move in recruiting? Vanderbilt is right there. They have just as much. Them smart mugs, they go off and they get their degrees and stuff. They go off and be big engineers for these Fortune 500 companies. You don't think they could get NIL money moving? All these music artists that come from Vanderbilt, you don't think they can get the NIL moving? Come on, bro. It wasn't hard to get a top 10 ranked portal class either with Vanderbilt. Call in. Call in. For all you whining fans that still want the OC fired, that said Kalen DeBoer can't cut it, call in. I will give you a solid 30 seconds before I jump in the conversation. Just to give you a solid 30 seconds to make your case and get some hot points out there. If you got some hot points in the first 30, that's what we need to call the hot calling segments. Who want to call in for the first 30? The first 30. We're going to call it the first 30. That's what we're going to call it. Somebody, hey. Exactly, Tim. Stop. Tim, you know what, Tim? You're going to get in trouble. You keep stating facts. People aren't going to like you, okay? You know, people don't like me because I state facts. People don't like me. So, Tim, if you want people to like you, I don't care about people not liking me. I care about telling the truth and stating the facts, okay? So, Tim, if you care about people like you, stop stating facts. Stop stating supporting facts that help my narrative. Stop it, okay? Nah, I appreciate you. Tam, what's good, sis? Man, Tam, you is a diva, sis. Y'all better leave Tam alone, bro. Tam is a diva. That's my sister right there, man. Shanae, what's good, girl? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody that pulled up that I haven't been able to say it to. They weren't here at the beginning of the show. We got numbers here on YouTube, y'all. Got some solid numbers. Hopefully we experiencing a glitch right now. We might be lagging a little bit, y'all. It's okay. We might be lagging a little bit. But it's okay. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. 78 likes on the stream. Can we get 2 more likes to get up to 80? I appreciate y'all, man. Zach, appreciate you for that super chat too again, man. And Nelio. Appreciate y'all. The Fairweather fans, hey, the Fairweather fans gonna be hurting this offseason, man. They're gonna be hurting this offseason. A lot of people, I'm excited about this quarterback competition that's coming into this offseason, this spring. I'm excited about the wide receiver development that we're going to see really take place this year. I'm excited about to see what type of adjustments we make with the offensive line. I have strong feelings about a possible hire to add to this staff. Nick Sheridan is not getting fired. He might have a position change, but he's not getting fired because I have strong sources that's saying that Ryan Grubb out the door to the Seahawks. Y'all remember we had this conversation. We talked about this live. I have the writer of that article coming on here soon. Shout out to Mookie. He's going to be coming on the show. We might be able to do that live tomorrow. But if Ryan Grubb rejoins this staff, I think it only changes the level of communication. You get Nick Sheridan to really work with the quarterback room. You get Ryan Grubb to really be your play caller. Let Nick Sheridan go and develop guys on the conceptual side, and you leave just strictly play calling duties and everything to Ryan Grubb. You get Jamarcus Shepard to assist Ryan Grubb in the pass game coordinator, right? You allow the tight end coach Ellis to go and be your full-time special teams coordinator, because we need to start developing talent. You need a guy that knows offense, right? To put him in positions on the special team side. I mean, the system should be a lot more efficient next season. If you looked at how things are coming together, you add a coach like Ryan Grubb, that's solid. I don't think we necessarily need him. I trust this system. If we bring the same staff back next season, I think we see a lot of better results. You got a different level of communication, right? You got more cohesiveness amongst the players on roster. We didn't take a bad hit in portal this year. And I like seeing Keon Keeley. Out there. Is LT Overton coming back? Oh, Chase Chase Goodber posted Coach Kalen DeBoer's post game comment. He said, DeBoer, you know what? I don't know what it is, man. Do y'all? Kalen DeBoer to me, I don't know. Maybe Ty Simpson might be out to prove something. I don't think he's, and this is my fan side talking. This ain't insider. This ain't nothing I've heard. This is the fan side of Coach Smook talking. I don't think Kalen DeBoer is too fond of Ty Simpson. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I just feel like it's something there, man. I feel like it's something there. And for that reason, Ryan Grubb is the OC at Alabama. Should have. Oh yeah, I'm back on Twitter, y'all. I guess people are watching it live. Okay, yeah, people are commenting on the live. That's what's up, man. Michael, appreciate you for tapping in. I'm gonna put you on the screen real quick. My boy Michael just came in with this comment. I like that. I like this comment, man. Yeah, that's what's up, Michael. Got this one too. Yes, drown out the noise. Facts, Amy. Facts. Drown out all that noise. All right, let's get this going. My guy Ryan Grubb. Michael says, Ryan Grubb. I guess he's saying if Ryan Grubb is the OC at Alabama, is what he was trying to say. With his experience. Oh, yeah, and see, y'all gotta remember this is Sharon's second stint as a play caller. Second stint as a play caller at any level. He has play calling experience. But this is his first time play calling for this system, which he helped develop with a quarterback that's really not made for this system. So you had to mesh a lot. You had to, and you only had 30 practices to do it, man. 30 practices. How many reps you think Milroe's getting in the practice? If they running 80 plays in a scrimmage, Milroe's probably getting 40. Ty Simpson's probably getting 20. And then your last two quarterbacks, quarterback QB3 and QB4 are probably gonna get 10, about 10 snaps, right? So take 40 times 30, and no, not even that, because let's say 6 of these practices aren't even like full go. Your first 3 practices, so hell, 24 practices. Let's say 24 times 30. Somebody, where my mathematicians at? 24 times 30. Pull my calculator out. What's 24 times 30? Where my mathematicians at? Calculator. All right. 720 reps. Max. Pass plays, run scheme. And these aren't just like 720 repetitive reps of the same exact thing. You're stacking things as you continue to build, right? And you're going to school, and you're dealing with NIL opportunities because you want to take care of your family, and you got to do commercials, and you got to do school. Some of these kids on the roster have kids. Some of these kids have a responsibility. I hear it. They're getting paid to do it. Well, you factor it in. Imagine being a window washer, right, for 17 years, and then being told to be a freaking gear shifter, right, or drive shaft changer. You know what I'm saying? Imagine. I was out here riding with 2 wheels on the car. Oh man, y'all silly. Let me get to this, man. We got about 10 minutes left on the show. I'm just doing some comments. We're doing small talk right now. So what's the thoughts, man? What's the thoughts going into this off season? I mean, at the end of the day, and we got 90 people in the chat on YouTube. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, also, I haven't done it. Let me do this before we end the live. If you're not a member of the AAA family over here on YouTube, think about becoming a member. This is probably the last time y'all might see this version of AAA membership. I got a new one. I did rid of a lot of fake supporters that was in this video. Y'all gonna see some faces in here. They don't really support, but it is what it is. But I want to acknowledge a lot of people in the new welcome to the AAA. It's going to be a nice one. It's going to be a nice one. Similar, kind of like build up and talking how to become. It's shorter, but it's a very good one. So If you want to become a member of the AAA family, definitely think about joining and supporting the AAA family, the Coach Smook Network, by becoming a member on the YouTube channel. Want to figure out how to do it? Bot Ricks or any other mods in the chat can get you the link by typing in !AAA, and that link will pop up in the chat. But this is how you join the family and become a member of the AAA family.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Let's get it, baby. Appreciate y'all for tuning in again. Hey, if you want to be a member again, you click that link. You could join. Definitely get acknowledged for joining. You'll get your wristband. We got some members only live stuff coming up. I'm going to try to stream while I'm at the game tonight, y'all. I'm gonna try my best to stream it for y'all. But if I don't, just know it will be vlogged, right? It will be vlogged. So if Milroe come back, he starting? No, he's not. He's not. Milroe will not start. Milroe will not start. I think Keelan Russell is the real. They want to get into this transition. They want to, and Russell is being. There are things that are happening. This was talked about in an interview with some verified sources, and some panelists that really know kind of the intricacies and follow these recruits closer around the program. And this is not foreign. And I believe Coach Sheridan or Coach DeBoer spoke on this about, the conversations that they're able to have with these recruits. And they've already been having kind of like sessions with Keelan Russell on intricacies because his school runs the same vertical pass concept. Duncanville runs that vertical pass concept out of a lot of the similar formations and everything that Kalen DeBoer and Nick Sheridan are used to calling for, and so the level of competition will change. We're not going to act like the speed of the game isn't going to change for him, but having a familiarity and knowing what to look for, right, will help him be accelerated in the learning curve and being impactful in the college game. So yeah, my boy Paul, bro, he said, I still think Kalen is uncomfortable. He seems uneasy with the media and feels like he's trying to walk on eggshells. I also think there was some bad player relationships that are going to shake out. Paul Brewer, I don't know. I don't necessarily think he was uncomfortable. I think Kalen DeBoer was trying to maintain that fine line of respecting what was set before him and the guys that stuck it out. I think his loyalty to his players is going to the Saban players, the guys that stuck through the transition, is going to speak volumes to the guys that he recruits. Because the guys that stayed through that 24 class, they really didn't have a chance. They were really giving him a chance, to really evaluate. He did. He put the best, I believe, the best options forward. Guys that left in the portal, Amari Jefferson announcing that he's planning to enter the portal. I don't like that.
I don't like that. But you got to look at the wide receiver room now. With Isaiah Horton coming in, Jalen Hill coming back, this is going to be a packed wide receiver room full of quality talent, right? Look at Derek Meadows, another true freshman guy that I don't think is going to have early starts, but he's going to be a name that's talked about, right? Cole Adams is going to be back. A lot of guys in that wide receiver room. I think Caleb DeBoer and his staff are very comfortable right now. I seen an article talking about is Coach DeBoer on the hot seat. He just went 9-3. How's he on the hot seat? Man, come on, man. Hey, I saw a comment. Somebody said they wanted to know more on tell you more about the Ryan Grubbs situation. So, Tamara, it's Tam, right? Lady Tamara. What's happening with Ryan Grubb? You know, he's the offensive coordinator for Seattle Seahawks. There's been a lot of sources releasing articles saying that, you know, he might be a one and done OC. A lot of people, fan bases, don't believe he was ready to be in the NFL. I said this when he took the job. But if he comes available, there's a lot of speculation that maybe Oregon goes after him as an offensive coordinator, Texas, but Alabama would probably be his primary. Alabama would definitely target him to kind of reunite that staff because there's just levels to this offense. All the play calling wasn't on Ryan Grubb. That's why Coach Kalen DeBoer made Nick Sheridan the coordinator and not Jamarcus Shepard, because Nick Sheridan played an intricate part as far as how the play was called. Maybe not the design, but you know, his talk in the headset as a tight end coach gave a lot of help to protection and pass concept. So I think we need to kind of, when we look at talking about firing Nick Sheridan, he's got more value than what we're giving him credit for. We got about 5 more minutes left on the show, y'all. I think Austin Mack could start over Ty. Austin Mack continue to get that throwing motion down. I mean that release point more consistent. And Austin Mack also has to learn to just kind of just trust his protection, which, to be fair, he hasn't been behind the top tier offensive lineman to be evaluated at up until this point. Not to my knowledge. He hasn't been behind the first or second group O-line. It's always been, you know, 2B and 3, you know. You said window. Oh my God, y'all are silly, boy. Y'all are silly. Damn, I hate to see Jefferson hit the portal. Yeah, man, Amari Jefferson. But you know what? It's one of those things, man. You got to remember the numbers are going to increase. As far as scholarship players on roster, right? You consider that, but you also got to consider, man, this is a day and age where there's opportunities everywhere to be seen on TV playing football. You don't have to be at Georgia and Alabama, Florida, and LSU anymore. You could be at Vanderbilt. You could be at Mississippi State. You can be at who else in the SEC that don't really get love? Kentucky. You know, you can go to FIU right now, and somebody at the next level will see. Amari Jefferson, yes, he's going. He announced that he will be hitting the portal. He plans to enter the portal. They can't hit the portal right now. They can announce that they plan to hit the portal, or whatever, but they won't actually be able to hit the portal. Somebody said, Brian Williams-Burner said, no wonder Coach Smook isn't a real coach. Actually, I did coach for 3 years. 3 years. I coached at the high school level for 3 years. I coached semi-pro also. Coached at semi-pro. Ryan Williams-Burner. Anytime somebody has Burner in their name, they weird. And they be grown men with burners. Too scared to speak up. Demo. Who is this Demo guy? Let me get your comment on the screen too. I'm gonna finish this off by just killing comments. This guy Demo. One inherits a total crap roster while the other given golden egg. See, it's comments like this. Clearly not a real Bama fan, because if you go look at that roster that Coach Saban inherited, a lot of top 20 players. Come on, man. I mean, in their positions, top 20, top 25. And y'all 11th ranked recruiting class. And 7 of the seniors played on the team that had to vacate 10 wins. Not lost 10 games, they had to vacate 10 wins from the Shula era.
Not lost 10 games. I got to go big screen to. There were players on Coach Saban roster that were on a 10-win team in the SEC. Jeremy Bernard is coming back, yes. Chance, what's good, my guy? Nah, Chance, he did it. He did it. He did it. You got 31 teams in the NFL right now, 31 GMs that are saying that they'll pick Jalen up in the first round. So B.O.B. was wrong. Just like a lot of y'all Fairweather fans were wrong about Jalen Hurts. I remember y'all said the same bull stuff about Jalen Hurts, man. And Jalen shut y'all up for real, man. Like he really Milroe gonna have the same type of success at the next level. It's a different level to development at the NFL level. At the NFL, you have nothing but 24 hours, 7 days a week training, development, film. You get to go to facilities and work on motions. Bro, you get operations in your body to mess with your brain cells so you could sleep better, so you could go to, you get what I'm saying? Like, we living in an AI. Rico, I'm not gonna cook again. We served a full breakfast this morning. If you missed the 4-course breakfast at the beginning of the show, you missed out because we cooked and we served. We served tremendously. I'm proud of myself today. Can I pat myself on the back, chat? Do I deserve a pat on the back for what I did? Chance, Miro's not coming back. Compare the rosters of the first year. Oh yeah, this my guy Lee Huey. My guy Lee Huey coming in with some facts. Here we go. Check this out. I didn't know how to word it like this, but these are facts. Rolling 20 Tyler, who always coming in with his Fairweather energy. Rolling 20 Tyler. I remember the name. Rolling 20 Tyler. Come in talking about compare the rosters. We've done that, and we don't have the roster. Kalen DeBoer got a 10-2 roster where none of the players on that roster, that 10-2 from the 10-2 team previously, were the impact or part of the production. We lost 84%, 81% of production. Total team production. Stats on paper. 81% of it left. Draft portal. Whatever. Don't tell the facts. Don't pull the facts. Oh yeah, we Chance, that's 100%. Don't come in going at Milroe's trash and saying that. Don't do that, because he's not. He's far from trash. Like, I could show you some trash quarterbacks in the nation. I don't want to put no names on, but Milroe's far from trash. I get tired of the narrative that Milroe is trash. You don't go and win 70% of your collegiate starts under 2 different offensive systems, 3 different coordinators, but 2 different offensive systems. No, actually 3 play callers. Milroe has played for 3 different play callers because his first start when Bryce was injured was under Bill O'Brien. His first full season starter was under Tommy Rees. And then now you have Sheridan. You don't have a winning record with 3 different coordinators in 3 years. You don't become a top 5 quarterback draft eligible quarterback with 3 different coordinators. You have to be doing something right. Yeah, I don't know. The more I kind of think about it, y'all sound even more goofy. Wow. I'm intrigued. The level of gooftosity there that's being displayed by our fan base is at an all-time high. John Parker Wilson was the top quarterback in the state of Alabama from Hoover High School. Coach Saban had him his first year. And I don't like John Parker Wilson, but a lot of y'all Bama fans love John Parker Wilson. I didn't like him. He was good in y'all eyes. He wasn't good in my eyes. I'm just saying. And I've met Mr. Wilson. We've been on a panel together. Shared my sentiments of what I thought of his gameplay live. Had an opportunity to meet Brody Croyle too. Love Brody Croyle. If we had Brody Croyle first year in the Saban, Lord Jesus, we would have been 9-3. 8 and look, 9-3, 10-2. We for real. We would have been back to the 2006 type, because 2006 we had to vacate 10 losses. We didn't lose 10 games, guys. We had to vacate. We had to vacate those wins. That's all I'm saying. Just look at this. Look at the Carfax. Look at the Carfax. I killed it today. I ain't gonna lie. I feel good. God, I thank you. God is good. He did that today. He did that today. I felt it. I wasn't even gonna go lie today. I was gonna come home, finish doing my edits and stuff. Man, I'm telling y'all, man. Listen, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. I think we got something brewing over here on the Coach Smook Network. 2025 is our year, man. 2025 is our year. And we're going to thrive. We're going to love each other. We're going to grow. We're going to continue to be authentically us, right? Bump the haters. I've been watching streams while I took my little time away from the live shows, right? I've been watching some of these streams, and a lot of y'all stuff is, what was the word that was used? I got a better word to use, y'all. 2025, we elevating. We elevating. Let me see. What was the word? Somebody said my contemporaries are subpar. That's what they said. Okay, here it goes. My guy Jay Austin tagged me in a status, and they got a few views. My boy said, I gotta show this. My boy said, are we sharing the screen? Okay. It's lagging. My boy said, I'm glad Coach Smook is doing his thing for the team. Bringing a level of levity, right? Insider news and original thought. Most of his contemporaries are aggressively subpar because they're emotionally driven. They don't like to talk facts. And it's entertaining. It is entertaining. I will not lie and say that it's not. I will not lie and say that it's not entertaining. It is pure entertainment. Like, for real. So, I mean, it is to hear some of these guys, oh, the play calling this, the play calling that. Turn the film on. You walk 9 down. So it's 9 defenders within 12 yards, 10 to 12 yards of the line of scrimmage against a 4-wide set at that. And we're getting mad for passing the ball during a 2-minute drill down by 6. And our defense just got us the ball. Man, shut the front door, Sully. Shut the front door. Shut the front door, Sully. I'm looking forward to 2025. The way South Carolina looked against Illinois, can't no SEC fans say. And I don't even care. I don't even look at bowl games. I look at characteristics of culture. I saw a lot of young players motivated to be out there to play it in that Michigan game. Justin O had to come in, play quality snaps. Rico Scott, I saw him playing quality snaps. Gino Vandermark struggled in the first quarter, but after the first quarter, when the rain cleared up, Gino Vandermark, I'm kind of confident in that competition at the guards position next season. And then we also got some depth with center. Gino Vandermark at center, Rock Montgomery at center playing guard also. We got Oldest Alani, who's going to be playing that guard position. It's going to be a lot of competition at the offensive line room. And then, of course, that crazy good freshman class we got. Ty Haywood, I have been getting solid information that he will be committing to the University of Alabama on National Signing Day, February 3rd. February 3rd is national, or is it February 4th? Somebody fact check me. February 3rd or 4th. I don't want to try to do too much. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to lag too much. I had high hopes and he regressed. That's disappointing. Where Jay Penny at? It's not that Milroe is the worst QB to ever grace Alabama because he isn't just the most disappointing. How
he's the most disappointing. How we not talking about John Parker Wilson and Blake Barnett being the most disappointing? Blake Barnett had probably one of the craziest wide receiver cores. He had Calvin Ridley, all that talent, and we got pushed to Jalen Milroe, a limited quarterback, had high upside. We got pushed to Jalen Hurts and limited our passing game because Blake Barnett didn't pan out. Can we have that conversation? Can we have that conversation and really talk about the facts? That's like under Coach Saban, right? Blake Barnett was under who? Lane Kiffin? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Oh yeah, Ty Haywood. I think Michael Carroll and Michael DeBoer could start day one at Alabama. Michael Carroll, Ty Haywood, and Michael DeBoer, those three could start day one at Alabama. Yep. Now Waldrop gonna get some size on him. He gonna be ready. Red shirt freshman. He gonna be a starter as a red shirt freshman. And Lloyd Jackson, he's gonna be a red shirt freshman starter. He's gonna be the next Caden Proctor. I think it's time to slide Caden Proctor to guard, y'all. What y'all think? What y'all think? Come on, man. Come on. February 5th. Okay, February 5th. Appreciate you, Tim. Hey, Tim. Are you in Discord? If so, hit me up. If not, hit me up on Twitter. I want to talk to you, brother. I want to talk to you. Come on. Come on, man. Hey, I just like speaking facts, y'all. I like speaking facts. That's it. I just like speaking facts. And that's it. Milroe, the first full-time starter, to not make it in to the Natty in a minute. Are you sure about that? Bryce 2021, bro. Or 2022. Bryce was a full-time starter his last year. I'm just saying, like, Dino, Bryce Young ain't winning Natty. He didn't win it. He only played in one. Y'all remember Bryce did a whole send-off bowl game, y'all. They had a bowl game. They did a send-off in a bowl game. Milroe was one bad snap away from, one good snap away from getting us to the playoffs. You with Proctor moving to the guard? As long as we have that spot locked down, I think. I'll give you that. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'll give you that one. But I mean, what's the point of getting there and not winning? It's still the same result, right? This boy right here can debate. This gentleman right here, y'all see how big this forehead is? This gentleman right here can debate. And for the cat that told me go get my hairline fixed, thank you. Because I did. Look good on it. Look full. Hey, this done growing, y'all. Tell y'all. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling good, man. I'm stepping into 2025 with a new level of confidence. It's not cockiness. I'm pushing this because I want y'all to embrace you all. I want everybody to embrace who you are. If you support this content, it's past football. I'm telling you, and it's past Alabama football. We're turning the page on just covering Alabama football. This past week, last week closing out the last of the still cricket. No, it ain't Dino. And shut up, Dino. Yo, junk cricket. We gonna talk about yours. You want to talk about yours? How you have a cricket lineup for a family photo? Mike Jones said they finally growing. They really is, bro. I ain't stressing no more, man. Look, y'all don't understand. 2024 was a year. Listen, let me tell y'all. Inspirational moment of inspiration. Can I give my testimony real quick? Just a quick testimony. 2024. And that's how we gonna end the show. I'm gonna end the show like this, y'all. Let me turn the music off. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna leave that beat on. That's my new junk. That I can't tell y'all what I sample, but that's my junk, man. If you don't know it, you just don't know it. But 2024 was not the best of years when it came to my life. And if you know, you know what I went through. If you were connected to my personal life, even after the divorce, you know, I got divorced last year. I took that opportunity with the other channel. Y'all saw how that ended. We had a lot of, crazy stuff happening in the midst of thriving and creating these networking opportunities.
And we kept pushing. Coach Smook had to couch hop for 2 weeks during the summer because of some situations happening. Like life was hitting me hard left and right. In the midst of this, trying to still maintain a solid relationship with my children, life was hitting. I don't care to be transparent about this. Life happened. I'm not saying I was the perfect person in my marriage or anything like that. I'm not saying I did everything right, but life hit me hard this past year. And the last 3 weeks of 2024, I had a whole team of people in my Discord leave, bruh. Of people that used to support. Y'all see the names. Y'all see how people changed? They left. They got in cahoots, started speaking on my name because they chose to donate to my channel. They chose the Cash App. They chose to do all this stuff. Now I'm panhandling because I want to do this full time and y'all want to support it. Y'all volunteered this. I didn't have you sign nothing and say support my channel. I didn't say, no, never did that. One of my big contributors, she got mad because she couldn't run my channel. And then look what happened. She leaves and goes to these other channels and all these people talking crazy now and you're doing the same thing. So y'all, I don't want to get personal, but I'm just saying I went through a lot to end the year the way I did, man. I cut off so many ties, man. Negative stuff, and my shoulders literally feel light. And now I have a team around me that really believe in the vision, not just me. They have visions that I believe in, and I'm going to pour into them. I'm going to push them just as hard as I'm pushing. They're part of Coach Smook Network now. The network, the call sign network, man. We really going crazy. We whatever we call, it's going to happen. Look at us, man. Look at us. Exactly. My sentiments exactly, Paul. I can't say it because my mama might whoop me. But I'm going to read your comment because you share me. Hey, bro, them people, them trees, live your life and keep moving forward. You live your dream, my guy. Many of us still love you. Facts, 100%. Yeah, nah, Vincent, we don't trust Ty, man. We don't trust Ty. I don't. Me personally, I like Ty. I just don't like what's in between the ears, man. I don't. I can't get with it. I can't get with what I can't get with it. What's between the ears with Ty? I got off track again. I got my ADHD acting. But again, inspirational moment, man. If I made it through 2024, y'all can make it through anything. I don't care what illness. I dealt with these back pains. Y'all see, I was sick on a live show for that channel. Sick, dog sick. Did a whole hour-and-a-half segment and got called out for it because I had to take care of myself. I had my account drained, go $400 in the negative, right? After taking it out the negative, right? After it get taken out negative. I was working 2 jobs doing Bama football on YouTube, y'all. I had that full time and then I was doing, man, come on, bro. Can't nobody say nothing to me. Not KB, not Sean, not none of them. They're my boys. But the way that flip, man, I will never, ever again. Because I was speaking on opinion and they started making it personal. I will never again allow myself to be disrespected on that level. Nor will I allow my community to be disrespected. So with that being said, 2025 about to be crazy. We stepping. Beware. It's a lot of people out here. I was walking around Montgomery New Year's Eve. I don't know, and I got a new friend. But I was walking around Montgomery New Year's Eve, y'all. And not to brag, but I came out the liquor store and the dude was sitting in his car smoking some gas. Y'all know what that gas is. Stop playing. He was smoking. I was like, I smelled it. I'm like, yo. I was like, man, Roll Tide. I had my Bama gear on Roll Tide, man. Milroe, bad, man. Milroe. I was like, facts, man. He had a bad game today. He was like, Coach Smook. Man, that is you. That is you, man. Da, da, da. And then at Baumhauer's, dude walked in as I'm leaving. Man, I know you're the YouTube guy. Walmart, old couple. Man, I'm telling you, go to my new friend's spot. We hang out, you know what I'm saying, for New Year's Eve because my car was messed up. Had to go and get my car fixed. And man, it was crazy because some of her friends knew who I was. It just goes to show you that we're growing. So what y'all are doing for the network is working. The ones that's truly supporting, and I appreciate it. Never have I once discounted anything that anybody's contributed to this network, and never will I will. Never will I do it. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And because of that, we're where we are. And we're only going to keep growing. So we're on the road to 3K. I think we hit 3K by the end of the month. January 31st, we'll be celebrating 3K. I might do a subathon next week. Once we get everything, the internet running good and stop lagging, I might do a subathon. We're going to push for that 3K. I want to hit 10K by the end of the year. 15. Let's go 15. Bump it. 15. Bump it. Let's go 50. Let's go 50K by the end of 2025. 25K by the end of 2025. Let's do that. 25K by the end of 2025. We're going to do it. We're going to grind. We about to step. And if y'all ready to step, man, show some love, man. Put some fire emojis in the chat. All my AAA family, put your AAA emojis in the chat. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today, man. Y'all really, really have been a part of this journey. For everybody that's still here, if you're new to the channel, get ready. If y'all thought y'all were attracted to the channel before, get ready. Get ready, get ready. Thank y'all for tuning in again. My name is Coach Smook here on the Coach Smook Network. And when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, coach. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm going to try to be live tonight. Usually the service don't work in the stadium good. So we probably won't be live tonight, but I will vlog it. We will be vlogging it, and y'all will see the edit sometime tomorrow. I'll keep it simple, crisp, and clean so we could get it. But don't forget to go check out the VOD I just posted of Aris Lester. Aris Lester. Go check out that interview, that conversation me and Aris had. The young lady, very smart, very bright. Point guard number 4, University of Alabama, will be going to support the University of Alabama's women's basketball team tonight versus Florida. Yeah, I'm excited about that. So, without further ado, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for supporting. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, coach. I'll catch y'all later.